Hello, good day. Welcome to another week here on the Louis U Vloggers channel. It's sunny and warm. Now stay like this. So the theme this week, a weird kind of shadow thing sort of cut my head off. The theme this week is Show Us Your Space, which is just sort of about us showing you places on campus that we spend the most time. Could have something to do with our major, could not. I tend to, as a commuter, and I think this is true of all of us, spend a lot of time in my car here, but the car is not an interesting place, so let's go to actual places. One of the places I've spent the most time on campus is this here editing lab. All these computers, it looks exactly the same as before. This is where I edited my documentary in either end of sophomore year or beginning of junior year, but then junior year I spent a lot of time in here for post-production, where we created our own like sitcom, and we had like a season of shows for the whole semester. That was really cool. And yeah, a lot of long nights, long days in this room. Also in the radio and TV studio is this audio production studio. Use the word studio twice in the same sentence. I guess this specific studio I've kind of spent a lot of time in, but just sort of this area. Somebody's DJing right now, so I couldn't get in the main place. Words. What are words right now? Back there. Can you see through the windows? There it is. That's the DJ booth. Yeah, booth, I guess, is a word for that. But yeah, we would come in here even for like video editing stuff. If we needed sound effects or voiceovers, we would create that here. And for the radio, I would come in here to put music on the audio vault, so I could play it on the air. And I've spent a couple of semesters being a DJ on the radio in that studio, in the main big place where you play things. That's what it says on the door, the main big place where you play things. Last semester I was a DJ. I had a weekly 3-hour show, actually, for my radio practicum, and that was a lot of fun. That was cool. I really enjoyed it, and looking back, it went fast. It was, you know, it was there and then gone. Spent some time in here as well, helping out with the news for a little while. I didn't do a ton with the news, but I was definitely over here. This is the CG, the character generator. This was, I think, my only job when I did help out with the news those few times. Look at all this stuff, man. But I also came over here and used this guy. This is to queue up the shows that we would create for LUTN. So with our post-prod show, our post-production show, and also when Brooke and I were comedy producers for LUTN, we would put our shows on there, onto the server, and that's how we would get them up and onto the air. Spent a bit of time here in the news studio. This is our, well, I was going to say main studio. It's our only studio. We film everything here. All of our shows, all of the LUTN shows that you may or may not see on LUTN are filmed here. Man, this place is lit so great. It would have to be, wouldn't it? It's like it's a TV studio. I was never on the news as an anchor, but I've been in this room as a cameraman, and we filmed a few of our skits here for our LUTN comedy show. That was fun. A lot of good times had in here. So yeah, a lot of time spent in those studios, those editing rooms, just that station, that whole part of De La Salle in general. Not so much this past year, which feels kind of sad that I haven't been there at all, but that was pretty much my space for a lot of my college career. I've also spent a lot of time, I would be remiss if I did not mention the basement of this place, John Paul, Pope John Paul Hall. A lot of editing done there in the early days with Dr. Nulf and some of the earlier filming classes. There's a lot of classes going on in all of the rooms down there, so I can't really film there, but I've mentioned it. So there you go. There's a look at where I've mostly been around campus, or the places I've been the most. This was actually a pretty cool thing, pretty cool exercise, considering that I'm graduating, so it was kind of weird actually to like walk around and take stock of where I've been and what places I feel are mine, or what places I've been the most. It's yeah, it's kind of weird, because I'm gonna be leaving Gonna be leaving all of this. That's gonna do it for me this week. Stay tuned for everybody else. Looking forward to seeing their places, their spaces on campus. And so yeah, stay tuned for them, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.